Move on to the next game of the season, which is the last one for this evening. And this is round 2 of UKBL, or will be when Namanto's around. And it is 2190 Dark Elves, some pretty tasty Dark Elves. Let's have a quick look at those now. And they are full of stats. Full of stats. So he's got a movement 9 Witch Elf with Juggernaut and Sidestep, so that's a one-turning threat all on its own. He's got a leaping Edge 5 movement 8 Blitzer. Mighty Blow piling on Blitzer with a Niggle, so we can get hold of that. That's worth dealing with. Has this got a Niggle as well? No, just an Armor Bust. And another Edge 5 one. So he's got the tools to dig it out, and we'll have a Wizard. This will be hard work. But he'll only have 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 12 players. We, of course, are a fully armed and operational battle station, running 7 Claw Mighty Blow players, of which a couple of those have got piling on. So we've got 1 piling on there and 1 piling on there. We've got Edge 5 Nakatoto. We've got Edge 4 but movement 7 ball carrier with Blodge. And then a random wrestle guy here. And then my favourite player on the team, Distorter. Hello, Distorter. Who's got minus armour, plus armour. So he's quite an expensive beastman, but he's pretty cool. Minus armour, plus armour. I like that. It's alright. We'll give it a whirl. See what happens. All elves are the right elves on this team. Over 1 million people are watching Fortnite, LOL and Dota and WoW. Bloody hell. It is, that's no moon. That's a Black Star Crusade. I predict Wizard and possibly Googly Twat. I hope Bribe's a bit brave. Bribe, I don't like Bribe here on the basis that he's so outstrengthed that the way you win this game isn't through killing my players, that you win it by stealing the ball. So I would go Wizard and Eldril. I love how disgusting this team is, and the main talking point is minus Avery plus Avery Beast. Thank you, Yuish. If Zunk returns, we'll switch him back on again. For the time being, we'll switch him off. So there you go. There's a little bit of Zunk Cam just for you all, because we don't want to leave Zunk on his own. There's Zunk Cam. You'd like to sack Distorter for a 20k cheaper Distorter. So would I, but sadly, I haven't got the money. Baz says you chose the wrong game to make a career out of it. Yeah. These elves came to the wrong line. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't want to kill his team, but 11 badly hurts to be quite nice. I like Namanto, so I hope I don't trash his team. But at the same time, we've got a job to do. Let's not remember. Let's not remember that. Let's not forget that. Moo got block. He has, hasn't he? Of course he has. He's a beautiful little goat. Deja Moo. 123 star player points of pure beef. Pure beef pate. What a beast. Right, what do we want to bench? So, yeah, I think that's probably an appropriate bench. with the exception of you. And then what we need to do is, you can get there. So we'll try and build up a killing zone. He has got kick, so we need to be mindful of kick. 57, 101, 54, 180. Beautiful. And as if by magic, our partner, our video guru, current record, is back. I'll switch him back on again. There he is, look.
So you won then?
Yeah, we won that one 3-0. It's not a competition, but Didorino won 2-0. Oh, I don't know why that's funny.
Those dwarves threw twice as many blocks as you did.
Did they? That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Right, so... Oh, what's... I haven't looked at the leaderboard before. Who's top? Good Times Undead. Needs top. Eliod's Lizards. Zigny's Chorfs.
Do you know what? I think I'm actually going to have done that.
It's all very fighty at the top, isn't
it? Yeah. When your opponent starts talking about killing zones. Yeah. But this one should be an interesting one.
Oh, you're up to 41.
What's up to 41?
You are on the leaderboard.
Am I? Yeah, we are having quite a decent run.
11-2-1. Well, I mean, 2-1 smashing. Who's top of Tony's? Still Cyber Knight. Same record, 17-7-3. Alright, stop reading that. Baz, I did, and whenever I get curry, it's always tomorrow's dinner as well. It's going to eat half of it. But yes, Nari Yala chicken, which is like it's like chicken vindaloo, but with coconut, or quite a lot of coconut. A bit piquant.
These elves have been rather resilient.
My lips are joined. They possibly are.
Very resilient, in fact.
Who's 41, Bob? Right, let's tune back in. Cabal TV. MBD. What we done with the audience? There's loads of people when I left.
I haven't got one. I don't know, actually. I think you left. Bear that in mind, don't leave.
I went for dinner.
Yeah, but don't leave me.
Back now. Right, so what you're playing? Oh, it's UK Bubble. Well, that wasn't very lucky, was it? Is it weird playing against Dark Elves?
No, it's quite good fun.
Oh, you've just started.
Yep.
I wouldn't, indeed. All right. Hello, Cavane. Welcome to the show. You're all right. You win tonight. Oh, draw win. And you join us for some UK BBL. Is this Premiership?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Some UK BBL Premier League action with Andy's Black Star Crusade. This is how you build a Chaos team, oh baby. Against Al Bundy's very highly developed Dark Elves.
Hello, Corvain. How you doing?
Movement 9, Witch.
It is scary good, that Witch Elf.
Agility movement Blitzer. Should we blitz it?
I've adopted a very sort of an N shape, or a house, I like to call it. And what we do here is that in the house shape mode, we are looking to limit blitzes on for him for her first turn, because he has got a Mighty Blow piling on player. But as we did get a removal, we got one first turn. It's fine. It was one of guard elves.
Yes, the ironically named Lucky, who's now got a smashed hand, who's dodge guard. He's going to be a handy player, isn't he? He's going to be a good teammate. So Al Bundy's got 12 players. You've got a lot more. Yeah,
one or two.
What's Al Bundy's name on forums and stuff?
No, I'm telling.
That's right. I knew he had a pseudonym, and I just forgot what it was. And it isn't a pseudonym.
Corvain says he likes the house formation. Yeah, it's effective.
Well, this is a variant on when we set up against a team that could blitz you. Is you get 3 on the scrimmage, and then 2 sort of right angle shapes like that. So you're making sort of right angle shapes, really. So it's that, isn't it? It's that the corners are relatively difficult or harder to blitz.
Yep.
I'm not explaining that very well.
I know what you meant.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm a bit full of curry now.
Bet you are.
I do like that dish. It's very piquant. It's piquant enough to get a slight endorphin rush. You know, the afterglow of curry. Oh shit! They don't have to move these elves, do they?
He's got a very. This is a very good elf team. In its own right, this is a very good elf team, but it looks not as impressive because it's playing against a 2500 chaos team.
What happened to? Oh, he's there, Dunbat. I see he's now got stand firm. Okay. Dunbat gifted to you from me.
Yeah. Well. Not gifted, bought.
Sold, gifted. You wouldn't have got him if I hadn't retired Dreadnoughts.
This is true.
What was the Strength 5 one called? Who bought that?
Jester. Strength 5 one was fucking ace. Uh-oh. Look out, K-Star. Oh. K-Star, you've come back to us.
Now, you've got to wait till the time is down to 7 seconds before...
Whew.
Ooh, baby.
Hell.
That was a heart in mouth moment. Would have been ironic if he tripped over doing the go for it afterwards and killed himself, wouldn't it?
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's just taken out both ball carrier goats.
Holy shit. Your Killer Chaos is getting mashed the fuck out by a bunch of elves.
He's going to score now.
Oh, Fenelon. Go and sort this out. You've got an embarrassment of riches, though, in this team. I think you might still be fine. No, you won't, will you?
It was always a problem leaving the ball carrier back this turn, but it's only a problem because he's got a wizard.
Well, that was a bit shock and awe from the elves. They're only elves, you know. What are elves like? Dancing in the woods and flute music and leaves and stuff. Come on. The fight back immediately begins. Dead.
Armour 7 with a niggle.
No, really, is it? glad that one's got a niggle because it's got you've got a grudge against that one now. It nearly killed Natakatoto. At least he's only badly hurt.
Yeah, I mean this is basically right. So we're 1-0 down. What are we going to do next?
Yeah.
Because I can't physically even get the ball to throw it to someone, so I know I'm going to be 1-0 down.
Where your diving tackle go?
He died.
Really?
Yep.
Is that Doris Shutt?
Yeah, he died.
No, Doris Shutt's there. Who was the diving tackle one? No, see Moo's handily just being furious over there. Oh well. It might be all right. Just probably won't.
This won't be all right. Just what you need. Paul, please be on the floor.
He's not dead. Last time you bended it first down in the turf, it'd been dragged off by the ankles. Fucked. Oh, well, that was underwhelming. So, from the Dark Elf perspective, I mean, for me, it's Paul Bruni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
He's walking in score.
Paul Bruni picking up score.
Yep.
We need to go for it in a dodge.
Yep.
2 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
Yep.
With a bit and reroll for one of those.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh well. Yeah. Oh hello. They're getting all feisty. She's got Juggernaut on fan. Sweet. Oh yeah. Stand firm's not done back, is it?
No. So we're actually one player down. I received, and the Chaos are one player short.
Yeah, why has Distorter got plus AV?
Because he's got minus AV as well.
The reason that he's still there, Corvain, is that because this team has been basically bankrupt for about 3 years, and he needs all the players he can get, even if they are suboptimal. So that's why he's not been replaced. And he ain't got any money. And at 2,500 TV, he ain't going to have any money. That's right, isn't it, Andrew?
That's very true.
Yeah. Is this, how many games into the season is this?
Game 2.
Did you win the first one?
Yes.
See, Dungbat going, no, stay here. He's just mucking around at the minute because he is going to go and score.
He is, but he's trying to get away. He was trying to stall it out, and I think because of the dice not cooperating for him that turn, messing around for ages is not easy now, which is good for me.
Very good move that by Naranto. Cautious. A lot of folks would just run bull at the gate, straight for the ball, and then they like the event of it going wrong or ruined.
Yeah, scored. Well done, Naranto.
Yeah, well played.
Right, we get one of the ball carriers back now.
One of the legion of ball carriers. I mean, arguably, K-Star is the better of the 2 ball carriers for me.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Just what you really, 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 really need to do is
Get leap on
get
Mekatoto.
hold of Officer Dan, pull his arms off and beat to death with a wet end.
Oh, don't, yeah. If I could do that.
Well, I've got a sneaking suspicion that Noamto, and this ain't his first rodeo, is going to do everything he can to stop that happening. So,
Yes.
Officer Dan bravely hiding behind some other elves. Dan, you are the biggest and strongest of us. Yeah, I'll just be that from behind.
Yeah.
I'll just stay back. But Dan, you are the bravest and best of it. I'll just.
No, Dan's the most dangerous elf.
No, he's the bravest and best of the elves.
Well, on the last drive, I didn't field either of them.
Well, the unskilled goat has got potential to progress, whereas Distorter is the last person somebody really wants to level up because he's going to hit an impasse at some stage. Is that bollocks or is that?
No, that's true.
Could there be a scenario where you win enough money that you can just about scrape together to buy a goat? Ever? Let's say that you had a winning streak with lots of roller six for the winnings kind of gig. Even then, would this spiraling expenses wipe out?
Oh yeah, no. The spiraling expenses is 50k a game, or maybe 60k a game. Well, hang on, it's 1890, then 1900 to 2050, so 2040, 2050 to 2200, 2350. 2490, so I'm in the 50k band, and if I got anyone another skill, I'd be in the 6th band of spiraling expenses. So yeah, I have to roll a 5 or a 6 to make any money every game now.
Do you win money if you are Grand Champion? You do, don't you?
Not anymore. You used to, but not anymore. They
so
took all the money things out because obviously
that's helpful.
Yeah, because of course that was really fucking helpful.
Well, at least we've still got aging, so all these players will die in about.
Well, yeah, there's that to look forward to.
Well, I see a bright future for this team.
I know. It'll be fun for like another.
It's hard to shift season tickets for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer feels like.
What's that?
It's really hard to sell tickets for this team. Oh well, at least you got one. Come on, move. Kill it with fire. Oh. It's not going to be one of those, is it?
What, where they just won't fucking die? Maybe.
Well, all the claw mighty blow piling on in the world doesn't help if you can't knock them over. Oh, go on. Go on, boink, boink.
Yeah. Might blow on the injury.
Nah.
But it's not in.
This is the poster child of the argument as to why aging, spiralling expenses, and the bankroll, when combined,
are fucking horrendous. Yes. Ooh, what
but then
there?
you know you could get the irrefutable Matt logic of, well, that's intended to prevent teams like this being around forever. But we want them to be around. Plovac has arrived. Plovac, priya tell you, my friend. Pozdrav. They are quite rugged, these elves. Mind you, you've got two of them off the pitch. But... Oh, nicely regenerated after that dinner. much better.
It's important, that.
Well, the thing with the aging thing, Nasha, is that if you're playing Wood Elves and one of your players, like say your favourite War Dancer, dies of old age, you just buy a new War Dancer and rapidly replace them. But if you lose a level 6 Chaos Warrior, that's the work of 3 seasons. If you did naught but concentrate on replacing him. And I think 8 of Andy's team are of a similar vintage. So they'll all go in relatively quick succession. So it's basically, it's end of team. It's re-roll time, which is why? I don't like it. Well, kittens, there is that. When does a War Dancer ever retire? Well, you know, they don't walk into retirement, do they? They're carried off in a box. Sure, it's hypothetical, but you know that goes to further illustrate the point.
Yeah, this team's going to find it difficult to replace. So to be honest, it's
when the first 2 or 3 go, you're not going to be able to afford to buy new ones, even rookies.
No. With Zonk was saying today about it's a lot of effort to try and regenerate the team. Back in Blood Bowl 1, I was playing Chaos. Didn't play with the Minotaur then because we were playing properly, and I had a Chaos Warrior die in game 10 or 11, and the following season I bought a Chaos Warrior game 1 and started leveling him up. And some of you've watched me play a fair bit, so you know I'm not sort of under generous with star player point generation, and arguably knock myself out to do it sometimes.
Well, in South Sudanese pounds, you're a multi-millionaire, aren't you?
Well, yes. And it took
massive income
all season, like all 11 games, to get him from 0 to 51 points, and that's because all I did was level that one player up, and that was an incredible effort. So if I had to replace 2 of them, you just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it the following season.
You know, when he scores, he'd be the one who'd lift his shirt up, and underneath would be a T-shirt with "I'm the right elf again." Every week.
Every week, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to try and score with him every week. Every week. And I can only manage 51 points. And he got that like in the last game of the season.
Thing is, though, it isn't just one, is it? It's not an exaggeration to say it's 8 of them.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think you would do it, Nasha. Realistically, unless you're absolutely just in love with the concept, you'd re-roll.
Yeah, this team will just re-roll.
Worse off if you didn't.
Because a lot of the time, in almost all private leagues, the lowest tier, so in UK Mobile that's tier 4, you're playing against either brand new teams or less skillful coaches, because over time the skill distribution tends to split up, and tier 1, tier 2, whatever, tend to have all the best coaches in, all the best teams. So either way round, you're playing against okay coaches with amazing teams, or great coaches with either amazing teams or okay teams. So you have a problem about levelling teams up. You can do that in tier 4, or you can do that in tier 1. Well, obviously tier 4 is generally easier, so re-rolling is normally the right thing to do.
Nasha says, how would we do it? Just inching off, basically. But there is a strong appetite for it.
Very strong. The force is strong with this one, yes.
Well, you know, Thyrus has the high ground.
He does, doesn't he?
He did. Bankroll's not the end of the universe. It's inconvenient, but it's the agent that's a real killer. The bankroll you're fucked if you lose 1 or 2 through to attrition, and then you've got to replace them, which is inconvenient. But it's losing them en masse that is the real killer. I mean, even without the bank rule, that still used to be a significant setback. But do you remember how particularly Orc teams would build a massive bank balance of 1 million wasn't unusual.
Yep.
Certainly Despised had that. But then once they hit, the fourth, fifth, sixth, fourth, fifth tiers of spiraling expenses, that would be chipped away at.
Oh, absolutely.
But they needed that cushion just to keep them viable for a few more seasons. Hello, Chipstep. It is what it is. They don't make you play, under those rules. It's a choice. So I'm not angry about it. I'm
simply disappointed.
Just voted with me feet. Bob says, what's your thought on Kislev? Surprisingly more effective than they look.
Yeah.
They're quite good.
That's fine.
Hi, Dr. Nick. We were talking earlier, I only went for a curry. Well, what Andy did to get no dear, Dr. Nick got smeared across the pitch in his Rebel game. Sorry, dude. You did all right with the Kislevs by giving the catchers a couple of levels. I remember, was it Dodge you went for first?
Yeah.
So you blodge on the catchers, and they just dance around and pumps up with the ball. Hi, Hellboy. It was always a bit. I'd look at the teams and I'd say to you something along the lines of, I don't fancy this one, and yet you'd make it all right because you've got a lot of
tools.
You've got a lot of options. Oh, got one. Hey, Tom, is it down? Get out. Oh, he's fine. Is he thinking about Apo?
No, he's just safe.
I noticed that Noanto's very wisely taken 2 apothecaries and a wizard. That's a pretty effective use of 350,000's worth of inducements, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably the best use you could make. He ain't get the ball off you here, is he? Wizard's gone.
The wizard's gone now. Yeah.
Right. So 2-1 grind.
Yeah, except he gets to receive. But yes, the principle is correct.
Oh, Strider says, Andy, missing your team application for the World Cup warm-up on Fumble, draws tomorrow, so ideally still today.
Oh, Strider, sorry. Yeah, sure. I thought this was all sorted out. Yeah? Are you around over the next hour or two at the end of this match? Because I can just talk through what I'm going to take, if that's all right. And then I'll put it in and do all the rest of that sort of fumbly fun stuff.
Oh, Scud's got back to me.
Oh, you dickhead. Why did I do that?
Because you asked me to.
No, me.
A bit harsh.
Me.
Scud is asking for what specific sizes. He says it's no problem at all. You just take the original art and make it whatever definition you want.
4K? You can't go wrong with it too much. Strider, have you had the rest of my team applications? So because I don't even know what races are still available. I assume I'm allowed to play Dark Elves. And me personally, it's very likely I'll play either Dark Elf or Necro. Probably check Mike. Yeah, right. While it's not my turn, I'll WhatsApp him now.
It's good on Mike. Mike.
Different Mike.
Well, we know a lot of Mikes. Positron, the Machine. A wide selection of mics for every taste. Don't budget. Do you find, I guess Dark Elves is one of your signature teams, if I make so bold. That's quite nice. But playing against them, you've got a very inside grasp of what they're capable of. You're not listening, are you?
I am, and yes, I do find that. I do enjoy playing against Dark Elves a lot of the time. Because I do, yes, you're right, I do fully understand generally what... I certainly understand what they should be doing. You have Undead, Wonderworld, Lizard and Wood Elf. And it's teams of 5, isn't it, Strider? So everyone else is in, right? 6? Oh, shit. I'll ring him. Do you know what? I'll do that now.
Oh, Gorgroth is missing, apparently. No, I think Underworld's taken Tyranno. What are the elves doing then? First the regrouping and just trying to be in the way. I think he's going for elf screen now. Elf screen plus harassment. Where's Kilo? Oh, there he is.
He's fine.
1, 4, 5, 6.
This is fine. If anything, this is... And I mean this in a lovely way. This is a fairly weak turn from Namanto.
Well, you've got next most annoying player, Rob Rooney, right for plucking, as it were.
Yeah.
Evening, Cree. How are you?
Only in as much as if you follow the logical turn order here, we don't need to be putting lots and lots of pressure in. I wonder if we can get you to go in there. Oh, Moo, you're an absolute legend.
Are you going the full 3 dice on this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's not only am I doing 3 dice on this, I'm getting 2 more dice on another player afterwards. Because now he can't sidestep, I can push into the other guy, who I can then have 2 more dice on. That's annoying. Is this worth a reroll?
2 left.
Yeah, it's worth a reroll. Oh,
Oh, shit. Well, sidestep that bitch. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Oh, Kafo's just arrived with a raiding party. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to the show, folks. Doesn't grab deny sidestep anyway. It does. Well, that was very, very, very disappointing. Again next time. Stun. Stun. Boom. Grab doesn't work on blitz. Well, if you blitz with a grab player against a sidestepper, it does negate their sidestep ability. It just turns it into a regular push, which is an oft overlooked side effect, isn't it?
Fu, are you playing in the World Cup thing?
D noises there, aren't you?
No, I wasn't. I was thinking about running out of time.
Right.
And hello, Cree. Are you playing the World Cup thing?
Hi.
I have a horrible feeling we're a player short. And can we do Tuesday? Yeah, Funball thing. Yeah. And can we do Tuesday for our game?
That's what I was clumsily trying to explain, Big Sofa.
So I've had my greedy turn. Now we need to trundle down the field and score.
It's not true. There's still enough Dark Elves to be in the way.
Oh yeah, massively. He's still got enough to be in the way. Yeah. What I was hoping for there, of course, was to pile on the Armour 7 diving tackle guy, and then follow it up with another Mighty Blow Claw tackle hit on another guy. Because if you take 2 more players out, all of a sudden, this looks all right, doesn't it?
Well, you've got arguably the best player on the team in Officer Dan.
Yeah, getting rid of him was big.
You got Seamus the Blitzer way back in the backfield there. Kelly the Witch.
Yeah.
That guy you were just trying to hit, the Armour Buster Blitzer. Those are the remaining 3 exceptional players, I suppose.
Well, his furthest 2 back, the Witch Elf and the Edge 5 thing, and then the other 2 blitzes who are furthest forward are pretty good. I think he's got 4 good players. Oh, someone's just messaged me with something.
On a normal block, with sidestep and grabber being used, doesn't grab work just as normal?
Yeah. Curry, you want in or not?
I think we're
separate conversation.
All right. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, enough chat. What are you doing?
Oh, right, we're actually at 5. Oh, hang on. Much more helpful. Okay, no worries. Well, Tentacles says you are not escaping.
It's annoying that moves quite so useful at times because it flies against all the advice of don't have a Minotaur. I suppose it's unusual for a Minotaur, isn't
he? Yeah. He is quite effective. Yeah, 7 PM UK time. Yes, please. Fu, yeah. Right. Where's the Pyleon one? There.
See, when that Dark Elf turned over then, he sounded like he was relieving himself.
No, they don't do that. They don't do that.
He said.
No, they don't say that. No, they don't.
Not good.
No good there either. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, that's annoying. That's just annoying because it means I can't take the whole team with me.
Well, Dungbat's kind of stuck now as well.
Yeah.
It's you almost, although you've got 2 dice with Dungbat, you probably don't want to take it, do you?
No, he's better off being tentacled than taking the 2 dice there.
Exactly, Panda Warrior, it is, isn't it? I was, yeah.
Right, well, you actually need the star player points, so let's blitz with you.
That harmless little elf.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
There we go, Steve Elf.
Oh, see you, Steve.
See you, Steve, thank you.
Bye. Save.
Yeah. What do we hit
well,
in there?
This is more like it, isn't it?
Right. 1, 2,
Just
3.
raw violence.
Did you say marvellous?
Mm.
Oh, I've run too
Oh,
far.
Unadar liked the setup you suggested for his necromantic team against Chorbs. It worked like a joke. Nice one. CK Donkey Dragon, yes, this is Black Star Crusade in UK BBL Premiership, East or West, can't remember which.
One of them.
One of them. Well, you can't remember, can you?
No, not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That Witch Elf so friggin' fast that despite the start of the screen that Doomlord Tony Plays Poorly has initiated, she just run around the top.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's the problem.
Really annoying.
Yep. I'm just, yeah. I'm conscious of where to put the ball this turn.
No shit.
Yeah,
Really?
and it's not actually that easy.
What about just between two guard players in a line? Nah, you can do better than that. I think a 4-point cage with the guard players on opposite diagonals is your next best. So
That's a requirement, almost that.
yeah. Well, if you got enough for an eye-shaped cage, you do if you want to, but it rather.
I don't
means
want.
that
I don't want to throw the go for it this turn because I've only got one reroll because I've been a greedy little shit earlier in the drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was worth it though. It was your primary killer's 3-die hit on expensive elf. So
Yeah. So there we go. Keeps the tackle player around the cage. Yeah, that'll have to do. So we didn't get as much yardage out of that as I thought we were going to get out of it, but yeah. Set game from Necromantic. Erendal, when did I give you a setup? But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I want to know what that was.
Well, you'd want sure feet that sprint alone is a bit harum scarum, isn't it?
Yeah. It invites you to do things you probably shouldn't do.
Tackle for me, probably the final.
Yeah, I'd give it tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it tackle. That's assuming it lives that long. Like 2 months ago for a tournament, I came asking you advice for the World Cup. Okay, cool.
He's slept since then, and
Yeah.
gotta remember that.
To be honest, I'm all pleased with myself that it worked. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Aren't you clever? Well done.
Yay! Oh, check me out for being all clever. Yeah.
Get you.
There's not enough players far enough forward. By the way, this is going to be turn 7
No,
for difficult.
I was thinking that. What he'll probably do is go for Tony and then screen the rest and just go right. You're running out of time, isn't you?
Yeah. Because he is just going to screen here.
I've got mixed feelings about what Moo's doing down the bottom end of the pitch. That whilst he is gluing that really annoying elf and his mate, they are also in turn gluing Dunback.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's probably the best result for him there. Pushes into knockdowns.
Didn't stun him at least.
Which is helpful.
Now, simply standing him up and not moving Ike makes him a surf threat, doesn't it?
Yep.
See, do I get credit for spotting that?
Yes.
Hey? Did a better job than Jermaine bloody Jennings last night.
Oh, what's wrong with JJ? Ex-Forest player JJ.
Well, here's the thing: he's an ex-Forest player and an ex-Spurs player. He was at fucking Newcastle for 4 years. Just seems to gloss over that.
Does he?
Coached by Sir Bobby Robson. Well, whenever you get him punditing, it's on the basis that he played for Spurs. No, that's disrespectful. Anyway, with our new owners, we'll just buy his house, knock it down. Yeah, there you go. And the keys back. Take shit.
Yeah, but surely that's a bad thing. It's like, here's some free money. Right.
Right.
We need to do some yardage this turn, so you're getting up.
What have Newcastle ever done? Hopefully be bought by one of the richest men on the planet, Martin. That's what we're hoping.
We need to hit this and knock it over.
After all the years of hurt of the Fat Mike.
Oh, we're not scoring this drive. This is going to be a loss. Fucking hell.
Well, it might not be.
No, because he's going to hold on to. I've got to steal the ball twice next turn. Fucking hell. That needed to be a knockdown. I needed the squares to get through.
Yeah, I bet that. Oh, hang on, has he just moved out of the way?
No, not far enough. Oh dear. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2.
Problem is, at the minute, Martin, it's all just hype and speculation. And what usually happens with Newcastle is that Mike just finds new ways to not just piss off half on the injuries, but to give them some hope, just to extra piss them off when he then goes, nah, I'm not selling it after all. Sounds real probably. How did the Dark Elves score?
Wizard turn 2.
Mixture of Wizard and what else happened? Something else happened. Very early Wizard that took the ball carrier, casualty him, leaving the ball just all by its lonesome. They just beat the goats with the race to the ball. Mind you, with a team like this and a Wizard, it's not a shock that happened. Does he want to be there?
Does he want to be there? No, not really.
It's being sacrificial goat there, isn't he? Old slow down you kids. You're almost daring him to try and pick him off. Come on, Moo, just pull a pow out of the bag. Yank that pancake, son. And a pow. There you go. It's almost uncanny, isn't it? He'll be dead now.
Oh shit. He'll be fine. Not really. That is the end of that one.
Uh-oh. We'll be walking with a limp now. A limp what, you ask? Told ya! It wasn't jinx, that was just accurately predicted. Mystic Zunk, thank you, Titterina. It's a thing. So, Noamto, you may win this one, but at what price?
Wow. Should we have another guard on the other corner? Well, here's the thing. So this turn, what if you make a really strong cage? You invite the whole standoff, be in the way, and I don't score. What I'm trying to invite in here is that he actually then attacks the cage and tries to steal. At which point, either, yeah, he does, well, I wasn't going to score, likely the other way, or Well, we get a load of hits, and we can try and get some scoring range for the players in. So I've got three players in scoring range at the moment: ball carrier and the 2 furthest forward goats.
Oh yeah, forget K-Star's got that little extra turn of zip. I think Nuanto relies on the fact you haven't got any rerolls left.
Oh, aye.
That's his biggest asset at the second. Slater's AV busted ain't that bad. Well, he's already AV busted. This is a move bust.
Yeah, it's a move bust on top of an AV bust.
Which for an elf blitzer is,
That's
I mean,
fucked.
sure, he can keep him, but he's very gimped.
And he's had a plus move, so that's just a very expensive elf. I'd fire that and hire again.
Yeah,
what's that
one? Apart from the move increase, he's generic, so you just replace him and rebuild.
Yeah,
I think
I'd rebuild. You know what? If he lost a couple more elves, this would be a thing. If the elves all stay up, because what's he got here? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 elves, hasn't he? No, 6. Yeah, 7 here. So it's interesting.
See, 6, 1, 2. Oh no, 7. You're right.
Yeah, and then an 8th one for them KO if it comes back.
Mastering counting. Well, it looks like he's going for the. Is he going for the surf?
Well, I was wondering whether he's going for the surf or not, but
it's sort of nullified him with sidestep.
Yeah.
We've got Bundy on Doris.
Okay, well
that's fine.
Yeah. As soon as he was hit, he was never going to score because he was either going to get knocked off, knocked out, or knocked over.
Now, Seamus Bundy, the blitzer front and centre there, does not have sidestep. So moving him out of the way shouldn't be beyond the width of Goat, should it?
No.
Ah.
Fine. He's setting up 1 dice there. Now he's setting up 2 dice.
So really, K-Star becomes the right goat.
Yeah, K-Star is.
Follow up to market.
So he's going to try and do 3+ dodge with the wrestle.
He didn't follow up. Well, I think it's move him out of the way, which isn't too difficult, and then run past. Really, isn't it? Ah, here we go. Okay. Nice.
I can punch through this, it's fine.
Something else. No, it's got. It does have wrestle. So you've always got that slight danger. Well, both down's no good anyway, so. No, yeah, I think he's still got a fighting chance, haven't you? So you need Seamus, the agility movement blitzer, blocked out the way by Fanfox.
And then you blitz the wrestle, yeah.
Marcy Darcy. So my assertions that elves are just a big pack of whoopsies, completely false, you know. Marcy Darcy, I like cake, and unicorns, and rainbows, pixies.
Right, can we make this 3 dice? So if you went there,
typically Panda, yeah, but there's so much colour on offer. The fact that there are armor 8 across the board, by the witches, doesn't really matter, does it?
no, there's just too much. There's too much kill skill on the show here.
You do miss the diving tackle goat though somewhat for games like this.
Oh, agreed. Yes. No, I can't make this 3 dice.
Him and Moo together really do lock elves down. The It got away from the moose somehow. Oh, hello.
Well, he killed the last one that was near him.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Blitz from the wrong square, arguably, there.
Yeah, you just kind of blocked your own path, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you can still do it, but it's not a nice dodge.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake. I'm going to put that down as a mistake, that one. Yeah, we'll toss that pile on the toss that on the pile as a mistake. So I've added a 3+ dodge that I didn't need to add. And I'm about to add another one, so stop doing that.
So, I mean, ideally, the best square to have blitzed from would have been.
There we go. So the square I should have blitzed was on the diagonal, meaning that I could walk through the square with the player is down.
From the southeast rather than the south. It's easy sitting back and watching somebody else do it.
Well, yeah.
No, it is. It really is. Because that's exactly the sort of thing that I do week in, week out, and get all sort of pointed at by Bernie and Bristol, and reasonably so. Easy doing from the comfort of your own living room, isn't it? So, did he come back? He did, the KO elf. So, we've still got. It's hard to see for all the bloody skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elves. I'd say you're in with a shout. It's. I wouldn't say that this is gonna be fine though. Bizarre that Sandland and Lyricine have been on the team a while and have still got 0 star player points.
They never come onto the field because only on extreme circumstances does it make any difference.
Really, this is a bit of a special treat for them, isn't it?
Yeah. Toronto says, which team will you go for the Orcs? I'm going to hand that one over to Zunk. What do you think, Zunk?
The Throne Rock, getting rid of that is a big favourite. Quite like Astra Granite.
I've got Astra Granite for mine. I think the weather dome's a pretty good shout for them.
Yeah,
as is the one that stops the kickoff events.
Well, raining or
right.
Or snow and ice or sweltering heat are all at the Orcs are at the high end of badly affected by those. I would argue because for sweltering heat, Orcs, unlike say the opposite end of the spectrum, Wood Elves, they need all of them to really function. Once you get down to 8, 9 Orcs, there are too many gaps for an agility team to get past. So Weather Dome, Astra Granite, don't throw rocks at me. Take your pick. Something like that. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Possibly, in terms of winning games, Weather Dome. In terms of you may very well think so, Tutul Brown. I'm not running a cigarette.
We're not allowed to on Twitch. It's part of the terms of service.
Made out of tobacco only.
Just saying. I'm actually surprised that.
Well, I don't think it's very conducive to streaming either. Just from what I'm told.
Not being stoned. Someone said about when do you go to 12? Panda Warrior says when do you start going to 12 players on a Necro team? It depends on what format you're in. So in League play, I'd go to 12 players almost immediately because it's helpful. In yes, it is Deuterino. Yes.
What?
He knows. But in is. It's full on against the T's and C's. There's a bit about it saying you must do nothing that conduces you to break the law in your local area.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which seems reasonable. And as smoking weed in the UK is nominally illegal.
Wait, it's just actually illegal. It's one of those absolutes. It's like being unique. It either is or it isn't.
Yeah, true. Good point. Do we like the 3 stand firm, by the way, in the line of scrimmage to stop the 1 turn?
Well, I don't think it would be conducive to streaming. Though, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, if there are streamers that their thing is streaming whilst a bit mashed, I don't think I could do it.
No, I can't stream when I've had a bit to drink. My stories become completely unbelievable.
Well, I have, haven't I? Not often.
Yeah, that was different. I think it was
Like-
amusing
like
as a
Chris-
one-off, but I don't think it was the sort of thing
Christmas, you know.
you'd do all the time.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is this witch elf going?
Velociraptor's asking about, is this a 1-turn setup? I want to say no.
For him, I don't know what he's planning. No.
If it was a 1-turner, he'd have one of the pace players on the halfway line to start with, which he did not have.
No, he backed out. I think he was going to do it, and then he backed out.
Hi, Killjoy. Oh, no, that's unexpected.
James says, if you have a dirty player level up, what would you sack him or give him block? Well, typically wrestle is a very good follow-up to dirty player because it puts the ball,
Yes.
puts the player on the floor, easier to foul, so it synergizes.
Yeah.
Does depend a little bit on your team, but that's a general truism.
It's only an extra 20. I'd say when you get to third skill, it's P45.
Yeah.
It depends what team you're on, I guess. If it's, for example, if you're playing, if you're playing with, say, zombies or rotters, where you're not going to meaningfully develop them into anything really that useful, sounding the knowledge that pretty soon they are going to snuff it. Then I'd just take dirty player and anything beyond that, replace them, because you'll often see players like that. You know, a couple of dirty players on the team, so you sort of cycle them in rotation. Isn't mutations on rotters? Is that a double?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
So, I get why you say that having a bit of mobility on a dirty player isn't awful. You don't want to. Sorry, Killjoy. Yeah, we were talking about Blood Bowl. You're 5 minutes too late. It was being speculated that I've just rolled a cheeky bifter. Of course, I haven't.
2, 4, 5, 6. He's
Cigarettes
got it pre-rolled, of course.
Chain smoke and have done for the last 2 years that we've been doing this. Dirty player rotter should get sneaky git, says Donkey Dragon. Go and sit in the corner. Go on. You know what you've done. Funny.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Mutations are normal. Well, that shows you how often neither of us really play Nurgle. And I don't know why we don't.
Oh no, sorry, strength skills as rotters don't have access to. So I know where you were going. Thought mentally, I wasn't really listening.
So what's the rotter cost? 40.
40. So they don't have strength access. So you can't build Claw Mighty Blow piling on players.
So dirty player 2 heads would stand you at 80, which isn't. I mean, it's not massively different from a dirty player line orc. You know, your classic dirty player. Yeah, could, sure.
Oh dear. Well, this is a Trixie one. Trixie.
Says hello to you, Andy.
Who's that?
Thamasurge.
Oh, hello. He says hello to me and a good day to you, Zunk. So
Yes,
just the casual. You're all right, mate. And then good day to you.
Well, I've been to work today, but it was all right.
So have I, by the way. So have I.
The regular.
It's not clever. I just have. Statement of fact.
What time did you have to be there?
7.
Now you're just exaggerating.
No, I am not. 7
What
till
time did you get
3:30.
back?
3:30. Well, got home at 4. Left at 3.
Half a day.
Fuck off half a day. 8.5 hours.
Yeah, right. You were at the office even longer than me. Well, I'm not forgetting, of course, that particularly Killjoy, and I've given the undertaking that when the house is refurbished and it's finished, smoking ends, which is worrying me. Not a million miles away. I reckon I've got a couple of weeks of smoking at most before the house, the work inside would be suffering detriment by continuing to fuck away. Steep Zoid 7 months. Very much. Thank you,
He's
Steep
an
Zoid.
officer and a gentleman, that man.
Was in the military.
No, he's not in the military. He just knows what he's doing.
News. He might be in the military.
Steep Zoid, give us your best salute. We'll test it.
Well, I was just going to ask, are you in the military?
I think we should test it.
Ramasek could be in the military. I've seen him. He's got the uniforms.
He's not, though.
Killjoy, I have to stop. I can't smoke inside the house.
Hang on,
when it's been tarted up. It can't be done.
Steep Zoid does a very honourable job. I look after a child, and she's hard work.
Whereabouts, Steep Zoid? Oh, Velociraptor. I've got the vaporizer. In fact, I was using that quite a bit last year.
Dundee, wow.
Oh, Dundee. So you'll know Marsden and McNugget
Yeah.
in a city of 100,000 people. You're in McNugget's crew.
Oh God, is he here? Have you told him this? Steve Zoid, do you play any tabletop, by the way? Only tabletop. Oh wow. Are we ever likely to meet?
Well, didn't you used to play Cyanide Blood Bowl? I'm sure you used to be in the same leagues as me. Or am I completely imagining that?
Made it up.
Possible.
You've made it up.
No, could have done. But yeah, to go back to Velociraptor's question, the method of cessation of smoking, the mixture of nicotine lozenges and a vape thing that I don't really like very much.
Dropped it.
He did that in turn 8 when it wasn't important.
Oh, he's not dropped it now.
Well, Thaumasurge, funnily enough, I came up with that nomenclature in 1998 when I started playing EverQuest, and had an ogre warrior who only had one ear with green unk, like seeping out of it. So what I was going for was gunk, but that was unavailable. So I just started using consonants at the front of UNK until I hit on one that sounded a bit like a sort of like could be a name, and that was where it's from.
So what happened when you got to Zunk? I like that Zunk. I do actually like Zunk. It's quite a good name.
Zunk the Ogre Warrior was created, and then he was Zunk the Shadow Knight in EverQuest 2, and then Zunk the Tauren Warrior and main tank in Warcraft. And then everything else, PlanetSide 1, PlanetSide 2, well, just use it all the time. I'll tell you what was exciting was when Blood Bowl came out, trying to make sure that we've got the name Zunk. So it didn't have to be like Zunk 75 when I was born. Shut up. I don't believe it. It was moderately popular, Killjoy, so on that basis alone, I'd have to say yes. Killjoy's asking, did anybody play Warhammer Online? My mate Mark used to play Warhammer Online. Well,
I would listen, but I'm just concentrating. Sorry.
Sorry, go on. You go.
No, I'm done.
Mine was very interesting. Was just some point out in EverQuest you couldn't be an orc. So ogre was as close as you could get to the whole thing. It was only in World of Warcraft you could be an orc. I did have an orc in World of Warcraft as well as the Tauren Warrior. Tuco, in fact, for the kitten. Actually, no, it's the other way around. Tuco the kitten was after I stopped playing Warcraft. Oh, you're an ogre shaman in EQ. Ogre power. I don't know. I had some quite good times in EverQuest. I quite enjoyed the whole. Well, quite enjoyed it. It was like a second bloody job. I didn't like the. What was it? Wrath of the Lich Kings, where it started going downhill for me. EverQuest was first. I think it's hard to argue it was better. It was punishing and it was grueling, but there was no real competition for it. I mean, there was the other game. What was that game with Lord British in it? You know, Ultima. That's where online fantasy gaming was at when EverQuest popped up. That and you know, text muds. Oh yeah, we was. Dad used to play as bloody druid. What was his druid called? We were the Hobbit druid. He just used to go around soloing the otters in the permafrost. Funny, Daki, that was it. Daki the druid. Well, you'll notice that in Twitch, I've got Zunk underscore. Now, this isn't because some fucker actually took the name Zunk. That actually also belongs to me. I just can't for the life of me remember what the hell the corresponding email address and password was to go with it. So, just for the sake of ease, I remade this.
I think I was supposed to go off the guard there.
Your dad did used to like PlanetSide. He used to like shooting down aircraft with striker surface-to-air missiles. We used to play PlanetSide together, me and your dad. Quite fun. Tanks as well. Quite good in prowlers.
He's going to score.
Someone took Deadlights. Well, who's laughing now, Deadlights? Because you've got the like cooler version. Yes, I remember we were. And ironically, some of the guys that were with him on that top 10 lists for various things were the guys that we formed an outfit with in PlanetSide 2. So there you go. Jeff Beef, Jaw and Juggernaut. They were officers in my outfit. Killjoy points out that Lady Killjoy, thankfully, is very rarely taken. Is it?
Do you know, Oddly enough, Andy Davo's hardly ever taken as well.
Isn't it?
No, apart from... no, I'm not saying it.
Well, talking about naming things, I'm still somewhat put out that this channel is just called Andy.
What do you mean? Just? Yeah, but let's remember how this started. Because if you can remember, please tell everyone, because I can't. So,
you said I fancy doing streaming. Will you help me?
Yeah.
And so, from day one, I've been ever present, largely.
You'd be more present, actually, won't you, if you get your 9 till 5 job?
Yes.
Hooray!
Oh,
I'm looking forward to that.
My mastery of Swedish will not be in vain. He knows this, so behind the scenes, all this bravado just evaporates. It's, please don't leave me for Canosa. Please don't leave me. It's, you know. Ah, well. I still think those guides, you should have Andy's Guide to Wood Elves with Andy crossed out and Zunk sprawled across in
But you didn't guide anyone. I wrote all that. And do you know what? Would anyone in the channel like to guess how much money I've earned personally from that guide video? Would you like to have a guess?
About the money.
I know, but would anyone like to have a guess?
Exactly, kittens. The channel should be renamed Tuco Memorial Stream.
40p. Duderino's probably closest. $45, I bloody wish. It's somewhere actually in the middle of those two.
In total, if you add it up over the 2 years, you might get $45.
It's about £5. In fact, I don't think it's as much as £5. So I do it because I think I enjoy doing it rather than doing it because I think it's amusing.
Well, there's nothing much else on a Sunday evening, you know, so sure, why not? Yeah, taking leap on elves. Can't see the point of that, can you?
Oh!
Pulling over the re-roll score. He's going to re-roll that. Of course he is. Now, even I didn't foresee that.
Oh, no. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, how frightfully unlucky. Now, what we need is the ball to bounce off and for K-Star to catch it. Or almost.
That's very unlucky. Genuinely, that's very unlucky.
Noamto, you was robbed there, old son.
Yeah, he was.
But do you know what? Is it too early to declare that that's flipped it on its head, really?
No, I don't think so. I think
it is. I think that's about right. Well, that was a superb move there, Andy. Well done. I didn't think you'd have got it in you, but
yeah,
you proved me wrong.
Wow.
Someone the Wise sums it up beautifully. Brilliant play, Andy. Brilliant. See, this is where the real men from the boys are sorted out. Tripwire. It's why you've got to love and got to hate Blood Bowl at the same time, depending on which side of the pitch you're sat on, I suppose, isn't it? Oh, do you know what you need now? Is a string of pows and elves just going, just to really cement it. Unbelievable, Jeff. The only shame is that Duker and the boys didn't throw the ball far enough up the pitch. You're going to have to stretch a bit to reach it, but that's all. Farmer Surshane didn't have to do that GFI. Did he or did he not? He came from there. I'm not sure, actually.
I think he did. I think he did.
I don't remember any lateral moves, but honestly, I can't remember. I'm leaning towards Noamto's more than good enough to not just throw in a go for it that he didn't need to, I would think. Hummelfleck, thank you for the follow and welcome to the programme. You join us at quite literally a very tense moment that the elves pretty much had this by the scruff of the neck, let's say, and the tripwire has just ruined it for them. It's not inconceivable that they can come back from this, but it's not easy. It's a shame Moo's on the floor, isn't it?
Well, he's just saved himself from being surfed.
Well, you could still get certainly get Ike, and I mean, if you really wanted to, you could get Thad as well.
No, you can't, because I don't have a frenzy, and I can't hit from the right angle.
Yeah, you do. You've got Moo.
Yeah, but I can't get. I need the square behind the wrestle dodge. To do that, I'd need the wrestle dodge square.
Oh yeah, yeah, you would. Do you know, if it was, I'd be tempted to blitz with Moo just to get him on his feet.
I'm very, 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 very tempted to blitz with Moo to get him on his feet.
Well, he's going to be probably in base contact of maybe 3 elves, certainly 2. And if he gets in base contact with a witch, the only risk is that although he has stand firm, she's got Juggernaut. So he could. Zombane, good evening. He could do a 2 dice uphill, 3 dice uphill, whatever it is. Counter surf.
Yeah.
Well, let's not worry about that.
Oh no!
Right now. Did they water that part of the pitch too much, do you think? Go on, do it again. Whew. It is, look, there's puddles there. Zoom in on that.
I'll come back to that in a sec.
I know, right? You have to have a word with...
dickhead.
What are you doing there? What was the
swearing.
what was the groundsman called? Do you remember?
Duca.
No, Duca's the ultras leader.
Oh god.
And his son is Vernon. He's the one who keeps spray painting V everywhere.
That moment where the Twitch app forced me into this.
Donkey Dragon, thank you very much.
Oh god, what was his name?
Can anybody remember from right at the start that we had what was the groundsman called? Was it Ron? It was something like that. Reg, maybe. Well, was that a bit unnecessary? I mean, she doesn't go anywhere with Moose stood next to her.
It bloody wasn't. It's got Jump Up and Juggernaut.
Yeah, fair enough. Exactly, Dr. Nick. There definitely was a groundsman, wasn't there? And his son was Vernon, who kept... That's where all the V's come from.
V's come from, yeah. Oh, God, what was he called?
I can't remember. And here's the kicker, that we didn't upload the early shit onto YouTube, did we?
No.
Mind you can watch hours and hours of it before we passingly mention it. Oh, well. Rex, I bet Rex has written it down. He'll know. Oh, do you know? I'm not going to rest tonight, not knowing that. What?
That piece of trivia.
What's happening?
We've been attacked by the 4 elves that are left.
That one's blood sidestep. That spells trouble. It depends. Again, it depends if you're playing the Chaos team, Drunky Dragon, because I'm sure Andy's pretty happy.
I'm very lucky that this is the scoreline that it is. Very, very lucky.
Yeah. I don't think for a second you'd try and deny that. Panda says, what we talking about? Well, back in the early days, we had one of the viewers called Duca. He used to organise the crowd, so when there was a thrown rock, that's Duca and the Ultras kicking off. And this is where Florence came from, being the apothecary. And I don't know why. He just seemed... Well, you know, you've watched the show enough, right, to know that we'll be talking about Blood Bowl for a bit, and then I'll get bored of that, and we'll just talk about something else. It came from that. I still can't remember what the name of the second film we made featuring one woman's struggle in 19th century Dorset against the world that didn't care. I can't remember the title of that film either. Ramazet knows, he's in it. Well, that's just coincidence better than newish. Slade says, how often do we talk about food on this show? Well, that's more because Andy keeps eating.
Not
Exactly,
always.
Dr. Nick. I remember Copenhagen Nights. This was the follow-up. It was the one where the village pub was run by this old woman, old Nan Doss, and her saucy granddaughter, Miss Doss, which only works if you see it written down, but you know what I mean. And I think Ramazet was the dashing young gentleman. Oh God, who else did we have? There was a whole cast of characters. We had the drunken lecherous blacksmith, didn't we?
Was I in it, just out of interest?
You were playing Blood Bowl at the time. I don't think we really asked you. Well, Ms. Doss was Nan Doss's saucy niece, who used to be barmaid in the pub, the name of which I forget. Problem with this is, we never wrote any of it down, and frankly, I can't remember.
And I can't remember what was I streaming. I can't have been streaming something you didn't like.
75% of the audience who weren't around when we were talking about it, thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
We were creating channel memes, I suppose.
Yeah, good point.
I'm trying to remember what else did we have? Who used to run the hot dog stand? The hot dog stand was there, so when surfing an opponent player, you'd go, get us a hot dog, extra onions, no mustard, whilst you're at it, because he's off in the hot dog stand.
Yeah.
I don't think we had DDoS Gunnerside, though we should have. Well, Copenhagen Nights was that was a hard-hitting crime drama set in the mean streets of Copenhagen. Because isn't that where Via Hero actually lives?
I think you're right. I think it is.
And what we had, we'd bet around in a souped-up Zafira, fighting crime, and didn't he live on a canal boat as well, and had a pet tortoise? And it was in no way just like Miami Vice, but set in Copenhagen on a lower budget. No way. It's just coincidence. There was the intolerant, angry police captain. Can't remember what he was called.
Captain Joe.
But we had Ramazet was always our leading man, because he's a Hollywood A-list celebrity, and we quite often had Andy Serkis motion capturing huge landscapes, pieces of scenery. And... Yay! You're just going to give him it back now, aren't you? Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, well, that worked out. That almost looks like the Harlem Globetrotters that you meant to do that. Let's go with yes, you did. Honestly, at 1-1, you're not going to pass it now. You twat. Don't drop 2 points just for that. You will not live it down. Well, you will, because you do it all the frigging time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Pick it up with K-Star and walk it in. For the love of God, do not be that greedy, Andy. I ain't even kidding. You're going to do it, aren't you? Oh, I can't defend you when this inevitably goes wrong if you do it. You're not that greedy, are you? Oh my God, you're actually considering it. Come on. Now this is where what you did earlier, move somebody else now. This is finish well. God. Yak, yak, yak. Oh, you big bottler.
No, the results
Well,
are, I
I
think.
tell you what, you yanked the pancake there, didn't you?
Yeah, got lucky in that one. Got lucky in that one. Look, the crowd don't like it. Look at that. Look at that.
The crowd are on the pitch.
Hang on, right. So people ask me how much money we made. So I rolled a 5 on the winnings, which meant I got +1 from fame and +1 from winning, so I made 70k. And sparring expenses took 50k off me. So we're now, after winning for the second time in 2 games, and rolling a 5 or a 6, we're now on a treasury of 50k. So just another week or so to go to be able to replace a rookie goat.
Well, you can buy a new goat if you get a 5 or a 6 and a win next week. Please, Kate, what are you worried about?
Yeah, that's true.
MVP?
Only got
It's
9
a
honor
little
rates this game.
waste, but not ideal. You've seen who got your MVP.
Yeah, bit of a shame, really.
Yeah. That's one of the joys with Chaos, insofar as there's very little wasted long term South Sudanese pounds. You can always do something with it. Oh, Nuamto.
Oh, the tripwire did it.
What the hell can you say?
Yeah.
Honestly. Call the cops, mate. You were robbed. Here, do you want a crime number?
Yeah, that game was very interesting up until the point where the tripwire happened. And you know, as soon as then the goat went out to go fake the ball and then he rolled a 1, I thought on some level the game's evening this up. Yeah, that was the thing. The failed A progress is successful. Yeah, I'd say a lot of the situational stuff landed my way. Yes.
Yeah. Don't worry, Noamta. The crowd didn't for 1 second feel that was anything other. And I mean, to be fair, Andy also protested naught. He did not object 1 bit to the verdict of you were robbed there, son.
Failing that is an easier score than Andy's T8. Yes, agreed. You know, the turn 7 when I threw the blitz and I said this needs to be a knockdown and I threw a reroll at it, I actually went, this is a loss now because I didn't take the player down and I didn't think we could get through. I did think if you'd have sidestepped sideways and not given me the space to run into in the middle, it'd have been stronger. But I still had a load of dice to roll. And then and then on top of that, I made a mistake where I had to run a 3+2+, where it should have just been a 1-2+. I don't think I played better than you in that game. In fact, I think that game was littered with mistakes from my side, and I got away with it with the dice crutch. So I was just lucky in that game. That would probably if that evens luck, that splits around and you win that.